most of the companies focus on data structures and algorithms. It's a staple of every interview. So that subject you need to have a mastery in. You might not be very comfortable with higher level data structures like graphs and stuff like that, but at least all the basics, all the searches and sorts, and you should be able to solve problems related to that as well, because most of the people won't ask you these questions directly.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Engineering Aajkal. Today with us, we have Ikhwinder. Ikhwinder started his journey from TCS and made his way through to Find. Well, Find is a big deal because it is backed by Google and by Reliance. So without any further ado, let's start with the interview. Why did you think of doing an engineering?
Well, I basically was very interested in computers since I was a kid, and I really wanted to do something regarding computers. I did not consider engineering as my first option, but actually it opened a lot of other doors for me. I thought having a bachelor's degree is advantageous in the long run.
So Ikhwinder, where did you do your engineering from and which stream?
So I did my engineering from Guru Nanak Dev Engineering College in Ludhiana, and my stream was computer science.
So Ikhwinder, your college is a very reputed college and it gives a lot of importance to like placements and internship. But there are a lot of colleges that do not have such things. So how these students get into big companies?
So the thing is, in terms of TCS, I was campus based, but I really wanted to work in a startup. So at the time, I kept on applying to startups. There are a lot of websites, like I used AngelList a lot. AngelList specifically focuses on startups. For the internship part, even in that case, I looked around websites. I applied on ACell's website as well. TCS was campus, and after that for Find, I used Hirist a lot as well. That had great opportunities for a fresher. I'll say if you don't have opportunities available to you from your college, you can just start applying online. In terms of entry-level interns and entry-level positions, there is tremendous requirement in the industry right now.
How was the selection process different for TCS and ACell?
ACell was an internship, so and I approached it myself. Even TCS was offering an internship, but we were supposed to go to Bangalore or Chennai, and it was my last semester of college, so I wanted to stay at home and learn something closer to my house if possible. There were not very good options, but I wanted to try to go to a reputed company which was like big enough so I can learn how a corporate structure works. I applied to ACell using their website. They had kind of a jobs column, and I applied there. I passed in my resume, I passed in my credentials, and I got a mail back from them that I can come visit them. There was not much of a process. They were just an entry-level interview just to determine if I'm willing to work there and willing to just learn something. Whereas in terms of TCS, like many other campus placement corporations, what they do is they mostly recruit in bulk in colleges.
So you said that from the start you wanted to join a startup. So what is this love for startup?
So basically somebody might want to go to TCS to go into on-site, or might want to go to corporate to just climb the corporate ladder, and it also looks good in some people's resume. But if you really want to learn something, it is always better to go into a smaller company, because in that case you get to see end-to-end product, how it is being developed, what is going on throughout the company. You get to interact with multiple teams, but joining a startup is really good if you want to have a huge career in tech domain, and if you want to learn quickly, basically.
So from TCS you moved to Find. How did you approach it and what was the selection process like?
I realized, I started giving interviews and realized most of these startups had first round as a programming round, where they use HackerEarth or other platforms like HackerRank, where they give you programming questions. So I started practicing there a lot, and actually it still offers it. There are weekly hiring rounds there. What companies do is companies give out programming rounds to anybody to solve. Anybody can apply. They have criteria mentioned there, and then if you get selected, then there's a interview process. The interview at that time, it was not on HackerEarth. It was, I approached Find through AngelList. I dropped them a message and that I'm interested in this position. It was a junior platform engineer position, a backend developer, and it was in Python. One day online, Find had a programming round on HackerEarth. So I gave that round, and then somebody from Find contacted me that you have cleared the first round, so you're going to have an interview process. Firstly, there was an interview round which was a technical round. It was a very hardcore technical round. They asked me about data structures and algorithms. They asked me about basics of Python and Django, which is a Python-based web framework. Then they asked me basics about web development. They asked me about networking basics. That was just the first round. And the second round taken into a more deep dive. And then they gave me some few logical puzzles to solve as well. Very next day, I got a call from the HR that you have been selected, and then can you move to Bombay? And this is the process. This is the role we are offering and everything.
So, Equinder, you said that you failed the first time when you applied for Find. So, what did you do? So, how did you try to better yourself?
I came across an approach which really worked for me. So what I started doing was I still continued giving interviews for startups or other companies, any company which I could give an interview for, because that became a great learning experience for me. I was not getting selected. I was making more progress. I was getting through first or second round through many companies. So what I did differently was I just started noting down all the questions which were asked in any interview, and then after the interview got over, if I could not answer that problem, I started learning that concept or that problem, and that actually helped me a lot because I started realizing what the industry standard is and what they want to ask and what they are looking for.
So Equinder, during your interview you were asked a lot of questions, and so what was which questions were easier for you to answer and which were a little difficult?
Mostly there are multiple technical rounds in every good company. And technical rounds can range from easy to difficult to any level, depending on not only the round it is, or it depends also on the culture or interviewing process of each and every company. Most of the companies focus on data structures and algorithms. It will be a very it's a staple of every interview. So that subject you need to have a mastery in. I mean, you might not be very comfortable with higher level data structures like graphs and stuff like that, but at least all the basics, all the searches and sorts and these things you should be aware about. You should be able to solve problems related to that as well, because most of the people won't ask you these questions directly. They will phrase them in a way that the solution involves an array, it involves a stack, it involves some sort of sorting or searching. So I initially struggled a lot in this case because I was not very good in this, so I had to learn a lot for this process. And then there is another thing which I usually struggle a lot, that is networking part. Most of the engineers ignore it, especially in this era, as you are reliant on cloud and you have to deploy a lot of things on cloud, and especially AWS and GCM. You need to know networking process and networking subject in general, because right now that is DevOps role is not different from a backend or a front-end developer. Most of the startups expect you to be able to deploy or be able to understand basic networking concepts yourself. That is one thing most people don't really focus on, and yeah, so that should be actually really considered.
So you started your journey as a junior engineer in Find, and then in 3 years you were a senior engineer. So what was this whole journey like?
People were really welcoming from the very first day. The day I came there, I was a fresher basically. I had just 6 months of experience. I had no experience in the tech they were working in. People don't expect a fresher to deliver from first day. They don't expect you to know everything. They don't even expect you to be really proficient in your work from the beginning. But they just want a person with an attitude to learn. And to be able to deliver what they want. And after a while, you realize how more you can contribute. You realize what you can build. You realize how you can contribute to the company more. That is a very good thing if you go to a startup or go to a very high learning phase after your college, because you are coming from your 4 years of your life where you just did a lot of learning, so you have not lost that touch yet. So it becomes very simple to grasp new concepts or things, because basically the learning process continues and it is very high in those early days.